Natural gas futures coming under some pretty heavy selling pressure today, moving us off a 2.5-week high from the previous session to trade down over 5.5% today at the 2.145 level, which is basically the lows of the session as well. As we're starting off this week with some pretty heavy selling pressure in the natural gas complex. And when you look at the driving factors today, it does appear one of the primary drivers appears to be the shifting forecast for the lower 48 states here in the U.S., and particularly in the southwest region, as moderate temperatures, some fluctuations as far as weather patterns out there have reduced demand expectations for the next couple of weeks. And I think that's one of the driving factors. Plus, supply continues to be what is viewed as pretty ample in the supply chain, as well as production continues to maintain at an elevated pace. And that's another factor, I think, as to why natural gas futures, even though they were trading up to a 2.5-week high in the previous session, still trading near the low end of the range, really, for the past year when you look at the price action. And with today's selling pressure, we are looking at natural gas futures moving lower. And in terms of that October future, which is the lead future, we are now moving back down towards the lower end of the contract lows for the October future. We did see a low of 204 in early August, and then another low just recently of 208.5 or so. So we're drifting back down and not too far from those lower reaches in the October contract as the markets continue to experience selling pressure. And counter that today, WTI was coming off of an 8-month low in the previous session to actually trade higher today by about 1.5%. But nonetheless, when you look at the energy space as a whole, selling pressure has been the theme here the last couple of months. And with today's price action in natural gas, we're drifting back down towards the lower end of the range. And even with WTI realizing some higher price action, we're still trading down at the lower levels over the last 8 months.